This is Acer's newest iteration in their all-in-one lineup, the C27. And if you feel like you've heard of that before, no you haven't, because this is their upgraded version for 2024 with shiny new Intel Ultra processors and a really clean, minimal design. All white with these silver accents, which feels almost reminiscent of something I've seen before. None of this price tag anyway. Let's take a closer look. The most exciting update has to be the Intel Core Ultra chips, which we've heard a lot about recently. I feel like we've been hearing about it all year, but they've actually just released this September. And there's a big buzz about the AI capabilities of them because of the new architecture of the chip. There's been the introduction of the NPU, the neural processing unit, which basically takes over all AI-related tasks, leaving your CPU and your GPU to the heavier workloads, so everything can keep running at the same time. And this is a good thing because if you're editing, for example, and using one of the many AI features like the subject detection in Lightroom or the automatic captioning in Premiere Pro, your NPU will take over those tasks, so your GPU, your CPU isn't overworked when it's already, running the whole program. Probably feeling a little bit stressed out. I admit I love the masking tools in Lightroom, but because a lot of them run on AI, all the good ones. My God, can it get a little bit system intensive when you have multiple masks on? I'm not a photographer, but I sometimes have like 6 or 7 of them. And I don't know if that's too much, but it feels like I do need them all. So I think this will be a major help for that. But what I do know is editing videos, because I edit videos like these. And there are a lot of AI tools coming to Premiere Pro later this year, and they look pretty crazy. It's things like generating objects in the shot, removing objects from the shot. I still don't understand how that works for video. Photos, I get it. Video, what? I can imagine this is helpful though if there's like some mess in the background or if there's any branding you all of a sudden need to remove. I'm a traditionalist, so I don't think I'd ever need to use it. However, I can imagine if it's done in subtle amounts, in a very demure and mindful way, I can imagine it would save a ton of time in reshoots. I digress. These processors basically seem future-proof for that reason, and they go up to a Core Ultra 7, which is 12 core, yes please, so can handle a lot when it comes to demanding workloads. And because of this new design, not only great for AI and all the rest of it, but they have great power efficiency, which is something we don't ever really say. But this is perfect if you're like me and like to leave the PC on all day and all night. There's integrated Intel graphics to provide capability for creative tools, and should you also want to do some light and casual gaming, because it does have a very immersive 27-inch screen that can and will double as an entertainment hub. It's a full HD display, IPS, with big boasts about its screen-to-body ratio, specifically over 95%. And that I love, because that's what really elevates a display. More display. There's almost non-existent bezels around the side with a thicker top and bottom bezel with your QHD webcam at the top with a privacy shutter and Windows Studio effects to make your video calls super crisp. And Acer have their own AI tech to help with the audio side of things, specifically background noise suppression for both your audio and the other caller's audio. So good. So your work from home will not be disturbed by ringing into the very busy office. The C27 brings peace to all. The display is completely adjustable in the tilt and swivel side of things, and the stand is nice and sturdy. And I was also surprised in a good way with how thin it is. It's really thin from the side, and also with this kind of white and silver design, it looks very premium for its price tag, which I'm going to get to in a second. Ultimate connectivity comes in the form of Bluetooth 5.4, a HDMI and a USB 3.2 Type-C, and a nifty USB-A hub around the back. In general, it's a very speedy device with new Wi-Fi 7 to cover all your online work and up to 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM to cover everything else, which is seriously nice to see because that is a huge amount of memory. The storage is kitted out too with up to 2 terabytes of SSD, which makes this PC the perfect all-rounder. You can store big video files, documents, games without having to worry about what you need to delete to make room for more. It can all stay. 2 other cool features include Microsoft's Copilot, the inbuilt AI assistant to help you with your work, and Intel Unison to sync your PC to your phone or tablet. You can easily take calls, transfer files, and it does this no matter what the operating system. So if you like the Windows, but you like the iPhone, all good. At the time of recording, prices start at £779, which is reasonable, especially when you consider it comes with a wireless keyboard and mouse. They look just like this one, but they come, they're supposed to be white. This was a pre-production sample, so it didn't come with a matching set. But just, you know, close your eyes, imagine this in white. You get the whole setup included, which is great. I think if you wanted to get the PC for casual use, the Core Ultra 5 is great. But I think for more demanding workloads, I would shell out a little bit extra and get the Core Ultra 7. You just get a bit more bang for your buck. But it is really nice to see this edition in Acer's all-in-one lineup. Last year, they released the more premium S27, which has an all-metal build, upgraded graphics, and a wide QHD display. Also, there's a 32-inch option if you need a big boy, which means they all price slightly higher than this one. This feels like a great, no-frills, work-from-home PC without a higher price tag. It has a sleek design, brand new Intel chips, and loads of memory and storage. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.